So, Kaja is drinking. Uh, Grigori is reading a book and eating his meal. So, Wyland.
Yes. Uh, so he'll get into the tavern and he'll kind of you kind of just take a little read of what's going on with people there as far as how they are.
Wyland has finally finished buffering. He's ready to go.
Oh, yes, he is. And then he'll say to the crowd once he's got a kind of a good feel. How is everyone feeling here tonight?
And you get to go, it's Monday.
Yes. It's kind of what I expected.
Even in fantasy world, Mondays suck.
Mondays always suck. Yes, I couldn't agree more. You all look like you could use a little levity, and please continue drinking your drinks and having your conversations and eating your meal, but allow me, Wyland the Wanderer Troubadour, to entertain you and provide you with some well-earned and much-needed and well-deserved distraction.
Levity.
Distraction.
I was weirdly expecting you to call yourself Troubadour Extreme or Supreme.
Troubadour Supreme. So I'm going to do an emotion song, but I'm going to play a song for them, and then I'm going to kind of go into attempting to teach them, and then we'll do it a couple more times. But if this will be essentially the song that I'm going to attempt to play and or teach them. But let's make that little emotion song test. And of course, as usual, karma to karma.
You got a little stank on it, that's for sure.
Ooh, you just rolled off a 6. All right, so 15.
Damn it, Samsung. So 15. All right,
So my attempt is to make them feel happiness, which is the emotion I want them to experience. So I make the emotion song test against the high social defense among the audience. Each success scored affects 20% of the audience. Max number of people that can be affected is equal to my emotion song rank times 10, which in this is 50. No, I'm sorry.
There's some ordinary guy out there with a defense of 20.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, that's basically what we're trying to do, is just make them experience some happiness, teach them the song, make them feel good about things, and
I would imagine you probably got a +1 success level there. I would think.
Yeah, I'd say it's like about the 10 would be at least.
I can't imagine anybody having a defense higher than 8 or 9 out there.
Yep. Like maybe the bartender is the one who's just a little bit more ornery and
which is fine. I don't expect, if they're happy, they'll buy more drinks. So then he'll eventually be happy, which is a good thing. So I win again.
It all comes around, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So you still win.
I still win.
Honestly, it's the bartender that really wins here.
Yeah. It's all, well, and then after that, it's the banks. The banks always win in the end. Damn it. So no, I'll play the song once, perhaps twice, and then those who are engaged, which I'm assuming since I got an success, that'd be about almost half.
Yes.
Yes, very, very well. I'll get them to sing it, and I'm not expecting 100% compliance. If I get half of them to be happy, that's, or in this case, about 40%. I'm feeling pretty good about things. And that is what I will do.
Okay. So, you get a decent number of them. There are some that, they're just not paying attention. Because that's an option they can do, of just ignore you.
Of course.
But you're able to start getting some singing going along. And it is the most off-key people you've ever met.
Perfect.
But they are still singing along. You're able to keep your beat going. And you get like drunken, rowdy, bad singing night going.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And after that, because that roughly will take about 15, 20 minutes, I'll I'll probably just go with regular entertainer for another hour or so, and then eventually take a break and call it a night myself.
Okay.
As far as that goes.
Kaja, how heavy are you drinking actually?
Not very. No.
Okay, so you're not going to be wrangled into this by drunkenness.
No.
Ah, damn.
I was hoping it was like a little bit heavier than usual. All right, make a toast.
Disappointed.
I
Jim
will.
is
I will
disappointed.
join. You know what? I will join in.
No, you don't have to join it if you don't want to. I love
No,
the
I
embarrassing
will.
version, but
I will. Fuck
No,
it.
no, you have to.
I will. It's time.
You lose 5,000 legend points if you don't.
that's when you start realizing Grigori has like earplugs now that he starts when he sees Wyland start walking up onto a table.
Funny thing is, I almost made that joke
Nice.
myself.
Or she,
I'm trying to study over here. Shut up.
nerd.
There's like one person who, as you step on the stage, just shouts out "nerd," and you look over and it was Grigori.
But I will join in like hell. Sure.
So very poorly, then, is what you're saying.
Good man.
Uh,
Or good to scrang.
Whoa! Don't
All
take away his
right, I'm
manhood.
all right. I dance fairly okay.
Fuck. Oh,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this song you sent?
I don't
Isn't
know.
it great? It's a great song. It's a great story.
He's just going off on a like random story.
I think this is what Wyland is performing on stage.
That is exactly what he's performing on stage.
So I'm wondering who in Earthdawn realm is the Gaelic people? Is that just the dwarves again?
Well, the name of the group is Gaelic Storm, but
No, the dwarves are the Scots, and therefore the Gaelic are the elves.
yeah, it must be. Yeah.
And by
Yeah,
by the magic of his entertainer talent, he's actually making the stick figures in the air while he's singing.
Yeah.
He pulls out little puppets from his crotch area, just.
No, it's like little minor illusions of the stick people in the air.
If only this is D&D, he'd be having an easier time making those.
Not really. Remember, troubadour magic.
True.
Troubadour magic. Little visual illusionary snail going across, and
For anyone
Sure, why not?
interested, let's see. Let's post that link in here. Oh, if anyone wants to watch that. There you go. It's not going to be on the replay. Sorry, because I'm not going to remember where.
Oh, careful!
exactly this is.
You're gonna get banned for putting links in chat. Banned from your own channel.
You're gonna get another fucking YouTube strike.
No, that's only on YouTube, and fuck it, I'm only.
Oh,
streaming
like
Twitch.
that, like the saboteur. That's actually kind of funny, Dakota. I was complaining about how all my saboteur episodes got copyright claimed for the songs except for one. And then a few days later, I get an email from YouTube telling me that this episode contained non-advertiser friendly content, so you can't monetize this one either.
Jeez. All right.
which I'm guessing is because of the mild torture scene in that part of the game.
Yeah, probably.
That was just funny. It's like, well, there goes the last one. It's a sweep now.
But yeah, so you're able to do this. The rest of the day goes through. It becomes like a little bit later in the night. The sun is set. The moon is rising. Kaja,
sun has gone down and the moon has come up.
and you have found the cup.
The cup.
But it's song lyrics.
Yes. Cake.
Going the distance, I believe.
A cup
Yes,
of cake.
you are correct, sir. He's
Yes.
going the distance.
He's going for
He's going
speed.
for speed.
But
Unlike the hair.
But no, so you're going through. The forge is dying down finally. So you're able
Okay.
to, if you remember how to open up the little hidden way down there.
I believe we probably do.
Yep. I'm just gonna assume you guys aren't complete dumbasses that forgot or ignored it.
No.
Actually, it was like, oh yeah, no, it's reach into the forge. Ah, there's a lever. Nope, that's still hot
I
coal.
I played Resident Evil 7. I know how to open the secret door.
You have to sit there and make the special little thing move around. And
No, I mean the one with the little lever in the fireplace. It's the same
Oh.
thing, where it's a forge, right?
at least it's not as bad as 6 is opening doors. Hey, you have to go over there and deal with zombies while also turning a crank.
Everything about 6 was terrible.
Except the humor of it all.
The unintended humor, yes.
Anyways, you open it up. You hear the creaking of it, and finally just as it goes open. And you start descending, making sure you have the box.
The box.
Yes.
It feels longer this time than it did last because you're not being led there. You're having to go by yourselves.
Mm.
That'll do it. Yeah.
It's just this event that from where you started at the beginning to now, it's been almost a year in Earthdawn time. And you went from knowing nothing of the outside world to now possessing a true element in a box and being able to get something that may help you defeat a thing that's been ravaging you since before you were you. As you get
Bit of a milestone right there.
As you get lower and lower into the depths, you start hearing talking. You're hearing people like chanting a bit, and the voice of Rist, who just bellows throughout. My brothers, we are gathered again, for there is hell approaching our land, and we have seen to return to attempt to relight the forge. We must fight. Again, we must raise arms against this evil. But we are not alone. And almost cinematically, as you walk in, he points to you. We have newcomers.
You must fight.
Their souls are old, but themselves are new. And they wish to help stop the scourge that plagues us.
I think this is a thematically appropriate time to pull the box out.
I couldn't agree more.
So you whip it out in front of everybody.
Yep. I think they would all like to see it.
You pull it out. Do you open it up too whenever you pull it out?
I wait until I get close. I assume he's probably standing somewhere near the forge.
He's standing on the forge right now, talking. Yes, and he's like,
I'll wait till I get within a couple of steps, and then I slide the top off and let the glow come out.
they have brought what we need, the true fire that fuels this forge, that makes it so we can do what we need to, get the essence of the items. So, as the newest ones here, and the ones who obtained it, you have the honor of lighting the forge. He slides open a little area for you to drop the kernels in.
Okay, and before I do, I'll hold it in front of the little like shelf or whatever he opened up, and I'll say, and to be knowing also that there's still plenty more in cave where this came from.
You hear
this is not everything.
Some chuckling, just like, but
and then I tip the box out and pour it in.
As you pour it in, you start seeing a pattern. The forge isn't just truly a straight up there. You start seeing it eat through, and it makes a simple little symbol in there and bursts into flames. It is burning as bright as it was back in the cave.
Fire runes. It's fancy.
Nice.
The place is lit up brighter than it was when you first entered. And you can see above you just what looks to be plenty of broken weapons with the crystals in them.
Mm.
You see what looks to be tabards of soldiers long gone, warriors who have fell. Portraits of anyone who ever fought alongside these people.
Glorious, heroic moment.
You notice that this wasn't just a simple forge made there. It was its own care in a way, meant to protect the ideals of these people. At one point, you start seeing them start gathering material and throwing it into little casts on making items. He walks over to you three. Riss walks over with the knife in his hand. Every armament is unique, for it helps you fight. And for that, you must sacrifice some of yourself into it. Are you ready to make that commitment, my friends?
Grigori just nods.
Okay.
He understands blood magic, so he's not even fazed by this idea.
Yeah. So, Wyland?
It would be my honor to do so.
Kaja?
He nods and bows. Yes.
So, upon doing so, a few of the other people there who, some of them look familiar. You can't really place them, but they just, like people you may have seen around. Some of them complete strangers. They walk up with the cast of all the materials that are just sitting in there in the shape of a small crystal. And they have you put your hands over it. And at that point, they stab your hand and have your blood drip into it. Now you will each be taking at least 1 point of blood, you know, the damage that cannot be healed.
Right, blood magic damage, yeah.
Exactly, there you go. I forgot what it was.
Although we will need an exact number at some point. Yeah, we'll be taking some amount that we can determine later.
1 point.
Yeah,
1 point.
Oh, you said at least 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 point. Exactly. Fine. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll be taking.
That puts me to 5 total.
Yep. And you other two have 1 now for blood magic items.
Yeah.
Yes.
At which point, after you go in and you feel a bit of yourself go into this, you see them shove it into the forge. They turn to each of you. What would you like your crystal attached to? Each warrior, each fighter has an item their own. Mages tend to attach it to wands or items they use to focus.
I'll hold up the staff of Akarim.
Okay. Very well. How about you there, Troubadour, sir?
Wyland will kind of stick out his neck. Can I have it attached? And he'll point to his throat. Can I have it attached to me?
Interesting. It can be done. You are not the first.
My power, my true power is in my voice and in what I can do with it. And I think I can think of no better way to fight such a threat as this than with the power of my own voice.
Grigori looks over at that and is like, this is good idea. I'm thinking something similar as well.
Very well.
Why attach thing to item that can be lost? Yes?
Yes. For people such as you, it is attaching to yourselves helps you. But some of us are not as magically or socially inclined. So that's
like to go out of character for a second, it would make sense for Kaja to attach it to the weapon that he will be actually wielding, for example.
Yep.
Yes.
So and he turns and to you, my discrang friend.
Kaja will pull out the blood quartz, and he'll hold it with both hands, and he'll just say, "This weapon belonged to myself long ago, and now I'm going to make it belong to me now."
Very well. That is a suitable way of warrior. So he turns to Wyland and Grigori and goes, "We can attach it. It will be painful, and it will take days for you to recover." And he kind of nods at Grigori. "You obviously know a bit of this." but
Mhm.
you will
He
be
does.
empowered. So, after some time, they pull out the pass, and you can see glowing bright red, brighter than the one that's on the sword that you were wielding, Wyland, is the crystals. At which point they ask you to where would you like it? Where would you like the items? You said on your throat.
Yeah, I'll put it right in my not my
Right
the
next to
little
it.
Yeah.
the
It's
little
your new
crook,
Adam's
you know.
apple.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, yeah, the little
Oh,
crook at
there
the
you go.
bottom of the throat.
Have it replace your Adam's apple.
Well, we'll cut you
Yeah,
open
really.
and then.
Whoops.
All right.
No, that's a good question. What do you think? I'm thinking.
And Steven Universe didn't put it as your belly button.
Maybe in the middle of my chest, like my solar plexus kind of area.
Okay, so like right here-ish there.
Yeah, because it's like sort of in the center of my being, so it helps focus my magic better.
Very well. So they have you lie down on one of the most uncomfortable stone slabs.
Just slap it there, right between my man boobs.
You,
His moobs.
Yep.
they,
In the valley of the moobs.
they offer you items to bite down on so you don't break your teeth or anything.
Yeah.
Good point.
They also start tying you down because they know how bad this is going to be.
And of the three of us, Grigori looks the least worried because he's done this before.
Well,
This will probably be worse, but he's
Yeah.
done something like this before.
he's not worried, but it's still one of those moments of,
He looks serious and ruddy
yeah.
kind of thing.
As they attach it to you, you each take 6 points of damage from the being attached to you. Healable.
Normal healable damage from the
Yeah.
damage from the process, yeah, for being cut apart and shit.
You're both laying out screams of this burning into you. Because it's not really being cut into, it's just being burned, laid down, and it's burning itself in.
So it's still on the outside, but it's just fused on kind of thing.
Yeah. So, while that's going on, Kaja, how are you reacting to hearing your friends?
Wyland might want to start wearing a scarf from now on when he performs.
I've got some nice ones.
Although having it on the throat is kind of a cool idea. I mean, you put it where your source of power is, right?
Okay. Right. But, Kaja?
Just like yeesh.
I mean, you can have yours on your weapon, like
Just
like
yeesh.
it's
No,
fine.
just listening. He's just like,
Oh.
ugh.
Okay. You see them take your sword and put it into the forge, turning it bright red, making it malleable. They start bending the metal a little bit, making it so that it can hold the piece within itself at right above the hilt, like right above where the guard would sit.
Mm.
They start banging on it, and there's two obsidian men just going out working on it while there's one dwarf moving it back and forth for them. It's going through, and it takes them some time, about the time that you stop hearing the screaming from your friends there. They quench it. The blade is no longer a simple-looking scroll sword. It's now curved a bit more. It looks a little bit more wicked on its own, with its glowing gem as pretty much its center weight.
Ooh.
It has a new personality all its own.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna need permission or whatever to throw a link into chat here.
I did it.
You should
You already did it?
Yeah, you should already have it too.
Okay. I didn't know if it was permanent or if it was on session by session basis.
No, I went into Nightbot a little bit, but
Cool.
as they quench it and hand it back to you, it's the blood quartz, as you called it before. It still retains itself, but it being changed, you can name it as you wish.
Gonna call it Iskara.
Skara?
Yes.
Okay. So, about another hour passes, at which point you, Wyland and Grigori actually wake up from, like, after passing out from the screaming and the pain.
Okay.
You're no longer tied down. You're basically laid right by each other on a different slab. As you wake up, you feel a surge of power through you, as you notice that there is that lump of gem there.
By the way,
Grigori,
I
you
keep
look
looking
like
off to
I
the
feel.
side because I got an answer from Josh Harrison there, so I was just checking my Twitter. He says the bonuses stack.
Okay. But Wyland?
The rule of 3 thing was for something else. Thread items ignore that kind of limitation.
Okay. Wyland, you were saying?
I'm gonna, as he wakes up, he's gonna look over at Grigori and just gonna say, Grigori, you look like I feel. Ugh.
So
Does his voice sound all messed up when he's speaking?
it sounds raspy from the yelling.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You now, since this is with the blood magic and everything, I'm hand waving. It is treated as a thread item, but it's you automatically get the first rank with it.
Yeah. It's a plot driven
Nice.
magic item.
Mm-hmm.
Best
GM
kind.
MacGuffin for you.
The rank is powered by pure plot methium.
Nice.
They let you rest up down there. They make sure that you're not going to keel over automatically.
Good.
And out of character, here is how this is going to work. These items at rank 1 allow you to take some strain, and for every point of strain, it's essentially acting like an extra success on whatever you are throwing it into. Your talents.
Oh wow.
So it's like, Grigori, your spell casting or your thread weaving, you can use it, and like if you really want to make sure something hits or is stronger, you can power it up.
Okay.
Wyland, with your
What's the limitation on how much of that you can do and how often? Or is that to be determined?
That's to be determined. It's mostly one of those things of like, I figure you guys aren't going to kill yourself with strain.
Yeah, but I mean, like on a single thing, like I'm gonna buy 5 extra success levels on this one roll, or kind of thing.
That's the whole thing. Is like, right now,
How much will it cost?
We'll go with 5 for 5. 5 strain will get you the 5 extras. Because you're gonna face some gnarly shit soon. But
I assume I lose the +1 from the original swords thing.
It's there, but that's kind of like where it stagnates now.
And does this go? Is this for any particular talent, or is it for all talents that you are?
That you're proficient in. It's basically anything that you're using.
Talents that you have.
Yeah. Like any of the magic, essentially, you're working through yourself. You're working it there. So.
Got it.
So it's like right now, yes, up to 5 extra, 5 strain. As you get stronger and as you put more, of yourself into it, it may go stronger. It may do different items, but it's one of those bits of extra hits, extra damage, such as that. So,
assuming that we succeed in the first place, I would imagine. Like you get 2 plus 2 success levels on that roll that missed. I assume.
Yeah. It's like you do have to hit, but like with melee weapons is a talent for Kaja, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And only Kaja.
But so it's like he can use it to empower. Yes, you put Katsu in there. Nice going. So he can use it to empower his melee weapon, so he can hit a little bit better. But it's gonna be. I'm gonna put a limitation that the damage you can't increase. It's just like you can definitely hit, at least for now. So let's go with that.
A bonus to actually hitting for him, yeah.
Yeah, and same with like your spell casting. So.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out the exact mechanics, but yeah, that's the idea, the concept and idea of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So, they say if you want to stay at that night in there, you can. If you would like to go at the inn, you can do that too.
I'm thinking we stick around.
Yeah, here's fine with me as long as it's not like sleeping on a bare stone floor or anything like that. You said it used to be a care though, so it's probably got actual beds, so it should be fine.
It's got a little bit of it. It was more like it's a care that's meant to be the museum.
Well, as long as they have an actual bed, then I'll stay here.
They have actual beds down there for people. You start hearing them just going away, joyously making more items because the forge is relit.
Yay! Hopefully that'll last them a little while. Then they know they can go back and get more when they need to.
But so
since we've confirmed the cave still has more of it back in there, and they know where it is.
Yes. So night passes, day comes through. You guys can roll your recovery test, you two, if you want to try and.
Well, honestly, I have 6 damage to heal, 6 damage to heal, and I have 3 recovery tests to roll. I mean, I can roll them if you want, but we could probably hand wave it, honestly. But just for giggles, here I'll do it anyway.
I have to do 10. It because my rolls are horrible.
I was gonna say if it's the first one, then yeah, you would.
I didn't bother rolling for the 2 damage on the way back because I literally could not fail to heal 2 damage in a day.
Nice.
Assuming my recovery test comes through, it hasn't. Why did it not do that? There it is.
Hey, exactly.
Hey, I got it all back. Whoop whoop.
Okay, so you notice that it's daylight. Whenever they finally you decide to leave there, it's daylight and it's still open. And you just see Riss telling people, this is a very special place. You enter, I will kill you. Got that?
Understood. Yes.
No, not to you, to the other, the blacksmiths that are working.
I hope they understand.
Oh, they understand.
How are they going to do their job if they can't enter?
No, they're talking to the normal blacksmiths up top, not the ones you saw downstairs.
Oh, but aren't they supposed to not know it's there?
Well, they left the thing open now.
Oh, whoops.
But it's one of those bits of they're just kind of it's an old man thing. Just let it be. So
don't step on cranky old man's forge lawn.
So. You're able to wander around, or you can talk to some people some more. What would you like to do?
I'm at a bit of a loss, my friends. I think that we've been so focused on so many tasks of late. It seems as if we're in a position now where it's not necessarily decided what we should be doing.
It's a strange feeling to not have another task waiting after next one. Yes.
Yes, very much so. Perhaps it might be best if we took a day, secured any supplies we need, and maybe going back to Airmore to check on, to either check on their care to see if it's okay, yes. Or we could head towards, whatever the nearest large city is that has a library, where we may be able to do some research to find these other caves.
About the time you start talking, Riss comes up to you. Well, you can't really leave yet. You got to christen those things.
I see.
I don't know who this Christ is or what he has to do with Jim.
He's looking at you. It's like, to truly empower them, you must use them for what they are. And we have a place for you to do that.
Oh, we have to go to the test range. Okay, got it.
Essentially, here comes your tutorial time. I'm kidding. 25 sessions in, here comes the tutorial.
This tutorial starts pretty late in the game.
It's Kingdom Hearts level of openings.
Well, then again, I guess they can't do it any sooner because they can't just have us start with the MacGuffins.
I mean, that'd be silly.
Yeah. Who
So-
would do that?
He starts talking about, yes, in olden times there were the horrors that were coming before the scourge, and you have to use the powers that the passions have given with this to actually defeat one, to truly empower itself and bond it with you. That's why that thing, and he kind of taps the sword that Wyland's carrying, never really worked that well for him.
Ah, well, yes, it didn't. I can testify to that.
So, are you boys
So-
feeling ready for it or no?
So, what exactly did he say we had to do? Like, I missed it.
Out of character, you have to kill a horror with it, or some sort of horror construct.
I just did that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the or some sort of horror construct thing makes me feel a lot better, actually.
No, the
That's a
mist-
lot more possible.
No, he resummons the mist. Have fun with that.
Well,
Yeah.
we did this asked before, so, I mean,
That's right. We can do it again.
let's not tempt fate by actually... But, well, okay, well... So, you are saying you have horror construct on hand for such thing?
Well, not really.
You have some sort of
construct,
prison here.
in a way. We shall wait till they're done with what they need to be. Then, I don't want the screams that you may potentially let out to disturb the blacksmith.
All right.
So,
Okay, the fact that he said not really a construct makes me more worried. Where is he keeping a horror trapped in this town?
Is it here, or should we be traveling some ways away?
the fact that I'm assuming Grigori is a little worried now is like, oh, wait, what? And Wyland is also asking, where is it?
I think the entire town might have a few questions if they found out that there's been a horror chained up around here for a while.
What is Kaj's
Yes.
reaction to hearing about this? And then it's
Time to kill another one. As long as there's no fucking ghoul things, we're fine.
okay. First off, I was gonna throw a construct at you. You know how many constructs have poison? A lot of
God
them. So
Listen.
Perfect.
listen,
No,
listen.
this is the high rolling week. We can't be having poison today.
So he waits till around noon when they take a break. At which point he tells them not to go back to doing anything until he comes up and confirms. Walks you guys back down, and he pulls behind a one of the hanging crap. What are they called? It's where it says-
Anglies?
No, it's like the decorations you see on castle walls and stuff for commemorating. Like,
Oh, like a banner?
Bunting.
banners. Yeah, banners.
Oh,
Like
banners. Okay.
behind one of the banners, you hear him just click something, and a door opens. And you look inside, and it is a ladder straight down.
See,
down-
this is the point where if we were playing 40K, the Inquisitors would be coming to shoot this man.
And he's just like, down there is a testing ground. If you are successful, then you will return here with those properly bonded to you. If not, well, you fed them.
And we weren't the right ones to begin with, then. It's a good test.
So, when you are ready, head down there together. Since you work as a team, you need to go in as a team.
This makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me review my spell matrices for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna change my matrices up for a minute first.
Okay.
Switch it up.
Oh yeah, be sure to.
I
remove
don't
all
think I'm
the
gonna need
damage from
Nightflyer's
you guys.
cloak down here, so I'm gonna swap it out for Life Circle of 1. And I didn't catch what you just said because I talked
That's-
over you.
Remove all the damage that's on you guys down here.
Yes.
Now that I have access to my token again, yes. Oh wait, mine says 9, not 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it said that. It just did. So,
Whatever. 9 was probably more accurate, but it's gone. I
Okay.
had plenty of time to heal that anyways, so it's fine.
Here we go. So, as you climb down, it's dimly lit. Like there's some fires down there, but not enough to illuminate everything. And if I was smart, I would have actually done the illumination stuff on here, but I'm not, and I'm somewhat lazy.
And you're also very honest.
Fair enough.
So, perception checks, Dio says.
I can do that, yeah.
Can you, though? Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Tell
making
me,
sure.
sir. You tell me.
Even I can.
Also get carried away.
Oh, look, I
As
did it.
can I.
You hear what sounds like a gate opening, snarling coming inside, and then emerging from like a bit of the darkness.
It's the Rancor.
It's his little cousins.
It's the Rankettes.
I like the battle music, though.
You remember how to fucking make this happen? Did that show up to you, all of you?
It's like a thing
I
out of
see.
Doom.
Oh, it's
I
a
see.
Nasher.
Ooh,
There we go.
look at those guys. Rah, 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 rah.
So,
I know
yeah.
these things.
Yeah, I figure Grigori would also know them right off the bat because they're the most
These-
common of fucking horrors that were around you in a Scourge.
They're also one of the only horrors that actually are essentially just mindless killing machines.
Yep.
Most horrors don't want you to die. They want to put you in anguish for a long time. These things just want to fucking eat everything.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
my
Also
dear
the weakest actual horror that's around, but although they're still very good at biting, as you can tell from the picture.
Yep. So, if initiative, please, gentlemen.